Hi there, I am Celeste Headley. I am president of Headway DEI Training. You can find us at headwaytraining.org. We have a whole series of videos that are focused on anti-racist education through microlearning, one specific skill at a time with actionable, practical tips that you can put into practice right now. Today I want to talk about what to do when you've screwed up. Let's say you've just told a joke and you can tell by a sort of change in the room that it went over the line. Or maybe you just referred to a female colleague as honey, or made an insensitive remark, or touched somebody's hair. Now what do you do? In order to make progress in the fight against racism, it's crucial that we all understand that mistakes will be made. We might make them. Inappropriate comments will be made. People will make the wrong choices. They'll do the wrong things. A microaggression is a small, minor injury. They only become macro when they're repeated again and again, when there's this slow accumulation of damage. So it's important you use a mistake as an opportunity to learn what went wrong and to do your best to make sure that it doesn't go wrong again. So first, apologize immediately. If you made the comment in mixed company, don't pull that person aside and apologize in private. You have done public damage and must make amends publicly. You don't want to create the impression that offensive comments are tolerated, and you want to openly demonstrate to others how to handle this kind of mistake. So right away you say, "I'm sorry." If you're not sure what it was you said, you can say, "I can tell I've said something wrong. I'm so sorry. Can you help me understand what I said so I don't make this mistake again?" If what you have done is a microaggression, then we're going to continue talking about this. But I want to pause for a moment, because if you've done something truly damaging, a truly explicitly racist or hurtful thing, this is not the right video for you. A major injury requires a much more than just an apology. But if you've said the wrong thing, if you've made an offensive joke, mansplained racism, touched someone's hair for that level of offense, let's continue. If you have screwed up, I want you to follow my AVOW system. Before you start that, though, in that moment after someone has said, "That's racist," or "That's offensive," take a breath. Just pause for a moment. Pausing for a few seconds can help to diffuse your defensiveness. Your initial reaction will likely be prickly. That's how most of us react to critical feedback. So wait before you speak. Just take a breath and let your better self have a chance to take over. Okay, so let's walk through the AVOW system. First, A, acknowledge immediately. If someone says you've offended them, don't tell them it was just a joke or they're being too sensitive. If someone said to you, "You just bumped into me," you don't say, "I was only kidding," or "That didn't hurt you." You don't do that, do you? Just acknowledge it. When someone tells you something about themselves, "That hurt me, I was offended by that," you accept it without arguing. If they feel offended or upset, that's how they feel. Next, V, verify the mistake. If you know what you've said, you can refer to it without repeating it so that they know you're aware of what you did. Don't make them explain it or educate you. If you know what you said, or what you did that was wrong, but if you're not sure, ask. Say, "It's obvious I've said something offensive, but I'm not sure what it was. Can you help me understand exactly what it was? I don't want you to feel obligated to educate me about the history or the context. I'm going to do some homework today to make sure that I understand." Next tip, O, offer an apology. No qualifications, no justifications. Do not say, "I'm sorry you feel offended." That makes it sound like they're possibly overly sensitive or that they're actually at fault because they felt hurt by something. Just say, "I'm sorry. I offended you, and I'm sorry." Finally, W, welcome feedback. Do you want to live in a growth mindset or a fixed mindset? Do you want to learn from your mistakes or remain stuck where you are, making the same errors again and again? It takes guts for someone to speak up, and say something was offensive or insensitive, especially in the workplace, especially around other people. That is not an easy thing to do. So do not waste that gift. Tell the person you're grateful to them for pointing out your error, that you welcome feedback like this if you say wrong things in the future, and that you plan to do the work going forward so that you don't make this mistake again. Most people that we encounter in life are not openly racist. Most people are unconsciously racist. They're not aware of the stereotypes and assumptions that live somewhere in their subconscious. That's why it's important to create a culture of correction. So it's safe to point out someone's mistakes, and that moment becomes a chance for reflection and growth. The cure for implicit racism is to make it explicit, to point it out and face it fearlessly. AVOW. If you use this system, you will never waste another opportunity to become more inclusive. The truth is, you are going to make a mistake. Of course you are. How you handle that mistake determines whether you will get better and better in the years ahead, or if you'll remain stuck in your biases. Watch this channel for more videos like this one. And if you're interested in the work that we do through Headway, you can go to headwaytraining.org. Have a good one.